Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message I reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual,
yet stimulating.
fair, frank, and factual. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message I reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual,
Yet stimulating.
fair, frank, and factual. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 299. I trust that everybody who is in the hearing of my voice and seeing my face is healthy. For all the people who are at work at this time on a Friday evening, I trust their shift will end soon. You will get a chance to be home with your family shortly. For the people who are on the street, please be safe, get home safely. For the people who are home, ready for listen to teach about some things we have to jam down. Jamrock, Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vice Cartel, Buju Banton, Shelly and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson, Portia Sims Miller. And some more people. Peeps, good night. We're there. Not really feel 100, but you know the work are the work. You understand? We have some things to talk about. I won't be long tonight. Family duties and things, plus kinda, you know what I mean? But we're there. Soon forward.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message I reach them. You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey, yo, like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey, yo, we always up to something. Teach them. Hey, yo, send the message and make it reach them. It's Teach Them right here. Warlord representing.
I know what them is. Alright. As I say, I want to stream done my link on still. See? Alright, sis. Alright, yeah, peeps. Good night. Yeah, some look at things. Peeps, share the stream, share the link. Should have set up the stream earlier, but you know what the thing going on, man. Sometimes you just have a million different things to do and them something there. I'm a cheer salute. And thing. Before I proceed though, there is some more, rough news, sad news. Another member of the family, Miss Angela Martin, would have lost her child's dad due to COVID-19 related complications. Last time we streamed, we spoke about the fact that DS Electronics Unlimited lost his dad to COVID. We spoke about the fact that MS Funk lost her uncle to the virus, and there were members who were present in the stream who were recovering, or their family members. I think Ellie London's daughter contracted the virus. Miss Andrea, she contracted it. She lost her father. So we'll continue, for push on, fight on, despite the challenges and the struggles. And we're there. Yo, the AC just dry out every part of your body, like. Yeah, man. I saw the message in the group enough now, but I reached out to her outside the group, and I would have spoken to her. I'm never get to check up on her today still, but it thing rough, Rasta. as Mr. Peeps, tonight I don't intend to be too long. I will just treat with the some topics. I think I have some topics that I'll leave for Sunday night. We kind of, have to deal with corruption and allegations of corruption and them something there. I don't really want to get into that tonight, so I'll treat with that for Sunday. But some other things I will need to talk about in the night, yeah? So we get up and running quick and fast. You know what the thing go. Yeah, man, big up on yourself, peeps. See, 007, what go on you? Happy New Year. I think the first time I see you since the year start. Don't think you were present last stream. If you're here for the first time, welcome to the family. Hey, Sizzler fan, how are you? If you're a new subscriber, blessings, I appreciate the support. If you are an existing long-term, recent subscriber, we appreciate the continued support. You understand? If you're here, just appreciate the thing and not subscribe yet, then what you up to? You understand what I say? Yeah, man, do the right thing. Yeah, man. All of the people I'm going to show to at the comment section, big up on yourself. We yell up some people, look more in our dance. Marlon Ross, big up yourself, Ali Cat, Cookie Mama, big up on yourself. Peeps, based on my observation, well, I guess it's no secret that the COVID virus has been snaking, meandering its way around the island, and at different point in time, different places become hotspots and ground zero. We saw where Westmoreland was at the forefront recently. Now we're seeing where data is suggesting that the new hotspots are in Mandeville, well, Manchester, by extension, and also St. Anne. Brownstone being the greatest cause for concern. And I saw where the Minister of Health made some statement in relation to Brownstone. So Brownstone residents warned of tighter COVID restrictions. So residents of Brownstone in St. Anne have been put on notice that if they do not change their behavior, they could be faced with more restrictive measures to combat a sharp rise in COVID-19 cases in the bustling community. Buster Garrett, big up yourself. The warning was issued on Thursday by the Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, during a walkthrough of the community aimed at sensitizing residents about the seriousness of the situation. So it came just 2 days after Tufton told the Parliament that the COVID-19 was spreading uncontrollably in the parish of St. Anne and Manchester. And he said, based on current assessment, the parishes of St. Anne and Manchester are showing signs of uncontrollable spread. That not sound good. As at January the 11th this year, St. Anne had 75 active cases, while Manchester had 68 active cases. When assessed by the population, St. Anne has 35 per 100,000 of the population, while Manchester has 43 per 100,000 cases. Tufton said adding to this was a major cause of concern, especially in light of the fact that the national average is 2.5%, well, 2.5 per 100,000, right? So the national average COVID cases is 2.5 per 100,000 people in the population. But St. Anne is presenting 35 per 100,000 and Manchester 43 per 100,000 when compared to the national average of 2.5. Good night, all of the people that want to check in. Manners and respect. Good night, Kerry. How are you? I just here. Oh, yeah. Julian Smith, big up yourself, bro. Hope you're feeling all right, Thanks for the contribution. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. Give thanks. Yeah, peeps. The COVID situation, and I won't spend too much time speaking about it tonight. Like, I have exhausted that discussion on numerous occasions. Kurt, big up yourself, youth. Happy New Year. Zane. As I said, within our family here, we have seen where a number of family members have contracted the virus. Their children, their partners. As a matter of fact, Doc G lost his brother-in-law to the virus in December. His sister was also confirmed positive. and his daughter also contracted the virus. So a number of people within our family here has been affected by the coronavirus. I mean, in terms of medically, we know everybody has been affected economically, socially, mentally. So we just need to continue to hold strain. We see where people in some parts of the country continue to prove a challenge or continue to provide a challenge for the security forces as they try as best as possible to reduce social gatherings and stuff. We're seeing this is about the fifth, sixth incident where police personnel have been stoned, damaging service vehicles. This time was in Portland. It was just a last stream in there, big up Portland. So Portland is the one bastion of hope and solitude and peace in this country. But the people that run a Portland or another part there, I don't even know. You understand? The people out there who continue to try as best as possible, despite the fact that we have to live our lives and life continue, trying to ensure that, you know, we go about dealing with the situation as best as we can. So, it's rough. It's rough. Really and truly rough. Now, this is a part of what I really come here to talk about tonight. As I say, I'm not come to stay long, but I just come to talk some things and leave. It is now public knowledge that there was a seizure of 19 guns and 474 rounds of ammunition, along with about 39 magazines at the Freeport Wharf in Montego Bay earlier in the week. I think it was Monday. And this is not the first shipment to be intercepted at that very location. I did a video detailing some of the instances that law enforcement officials would have managed to intercept weapons destined for the hands of criminals and people who continue, for whatever reason, to kill their brothers and sisters in this country. It is sad to see that for the start of a new year, the foolishness continue. It was also interesting to look at some of the comments under the video. And with these things, people will have varying opinions and viewpoints. And I get that and I respect that. See? However, the question that keeps popping up, or the couple of questions keep popping up. And long before it was, what me say, cute to give name to particular people or stuff, I would have been speaking at length about the role that women play in crime and violence in Jamaica. I remember going back as far as to about 2017, I did a video about that same thing, and people chided me and chastised me. Yeah, that's what I said. Because I said that almost every crime that is committed in Jamaica, there's a woman behind, beside, underneath, above, somewhere, influencing, aiding and abetting, pulling string, influencing, prodding the people who are committing the crimes to do so. Separate and apart from that, most crimes that are committed for gains, women in this country benefit. See? Many times the women are the ones who hide the guns. Many times when criminals are killed in this country by the police, it is the women you see out there blocking roads with placards, bawling for justice, said the youth was innocent and he was killed in cold blood. And all of them is up there. See? Many women in this country know the men who are the perpetrators of these crimes. I have been speaking about this from 2016. That are not new. You understand? Information is emerging that many of the gun shipments that have been intercepted in Western Jamaica, especially in Montego Bay, a woman is somewhere involved. Either a woman's name is on the shipping documents, or a woman's name is in the system who should be receiving the shipment. And I doubt highly that these women are being forced to do anything. I will go out on a limb to say that these women enjoy partaking and participating in crime and criminality and violence in this country. Many women spare no thought to the fact that when their boyfriends or them brother or them uncle or them son snuff out another female's life, it means nothing to them. Because if it meant anything to them, they would not continue to be complicit in the movement of gun and ammunition and also protecting criminals in this country. You see? Think about it. When there is some form of altercation between a civilian and a police officer who is normally at the front chiding police officers and running away police officers so them figure look for criminal and all of them something there. Broski. There you know. I deal with. Yeah man, because you did say if it things them forward in you, then make them reach me in the night. So I'm just that check. I'm gonna get some email. Alright. Now say a word man, me a stream. So when you reach near, you make me know, see? Yeah man, bless. Sorry about that, guys. These women have no heart. How can they watch the news or watch videos on social media with mothers weeping and wailing at the loss of their children or husband or family members or babies, knowing that they are women and mothers as well? How many of these women are operating against their will? As it relates to crime in this country? How can a woman be okay with knowing that they are partly, or in some instances 100% responsible for another woman mourning the loss of her children or child? How can a woman be okay with that? I try to figure it and I can't. I not understand. I really and truly not understand. Just check it, you know. As I said, just check it. Check all these videos that are floating around social media where the police and civilians have any form of confrontation, conflict, altercation. it is the women who are at the forefront. They are the most vocal. When police kill known criminals, it is the women who you see out there with the placards being most vocal. Also, a part of the discussion is that what is the United States doing about guns coming into the country? But you see, we're talking, well, I have spoken, but some people don't take the time out to listen. They hear what they want to hear, and they go places where some man just come chat and chat and chat and chat and chat. And we are in a state now where we don't think for ourselves. There are many people in this country who are people on social media formulate their viewpoints and everything. Everything what them say is what our next man say. We are no longer in charge of our own thoughts. We are no longer responsible for our own thinking and formulation of opinion. Is where our next man say and the man they say so. And from one man to say a gospel. Someone know hear that, you know? Where are our independent-minded Jamaicans? Yes, you listen to a man or you listen to a woman. But at the end of the day, your opinion should be formulated strictly by you and the information available. Eh? I have long said, Zane, and Samba Reds, that is very unfair to the United States in the scheme of things. And let me tell you why. As it relates to the whole shipping of items from country A to country B. So from the country of origin, which is in this case would be the United States, to the country of destination, which would be Jamaica. The reality is that the country of origin, the onus is not on them to intercept anything. That is the reality of it. A harsh reality as it might be, that is the reality. So it is not incumbent. The United States have no obligation to intercept anything that is coming to Jamaica. It is the responsibility of the Jamaican authorities to find out the things that are coming into Jamaica. That is the reality. So it is easy to get up and blame the United States. But the truth is that the United States is the party that is least responsible for the foolishness we are going to Jamaica, you know. May I get a look warm. I mean, that hurt me. So I'm not even a holy patak, but I just say something. Listen to me. And I'm going to say this again. The United States of America, whichever way you want to view them, however you want to see them, they are the party that is the least responsible for what is going on in Jamaica. I'm going to tell you who is most responsible for what is going on in Jamaica? Jamaicans. Now watch me. As I say again, based on all trade and shipping agreements, the onus is not on the United States to intercept anything coming into Jamaica. The onus is on the Jamaican authority to ensure that our borders and port of entries are not as porous as they are, thus reducing contraband and illegal items entering the country. That is the reality. And you know the truth of the matter is that the United States has been pivotal in the interception of many shipments of guns in this country. We're kind of ungrateful this, but watch you now. How long shall we continue to blame everybody else and not take responsibility for our own action? How long shall we as Jamaicans continue to blame everybody except blame ourselves? Clement Gale, well, somebody tell Clement I need to close the stream and open it back now. Zane? Listen me. I want to hear me good because when I sit down and listen to some man sometime we just sit down and chat the whole day and I'm not comfortable. So I want to listen to me tonight. You understand? We don't really beg people to. I beg you to listen to me tonight. How can a man who say him is a Jamaican or a woman who says she is Jamaican leave the country under the guise of trying to make life better for themselves and them family? So you leave. Things bother Jamaica, you leave. You're gone to the Americas. You're gone to the United States. Zane, Damian Robinson, we don't use expletives around here, so brother. We can express ourselves without expletives. Zane? Yeah, man. So treat with that. For me, please and thanks. How can a man, knowing the situation in this country, a man who say I'm a Jamaican, have the heart for leave the country, find money wherever them find money, and use that money to purchase guns to send back in this country to kill them own brothers and sisters, sometimes even them own family members? That is not on the United States. That is on us as a people. How many of the guns that are being shipped to Jamaica are being bought and shipped by Americans? How many shipment of guns that have entered Jamaica have been shipped by Americans? General Peeps. I say, General, I say the stream kind of glitchy. Somebody I said them not hearing a sound. Let me hear if anybody else have issues now. Please and thanks. Let me know. I don't know. If you're having audio issues, just close the stream and open it back. If you're having visual issues, probably try to do the same thing. So I don't know. Most people are saying it's okay. So I don't know. Sound good. Yeah, man. I see my sound meter, my audio meter there, so everything look good on every screen. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So we buy guns. We buy ammunition. For kill off our own brothers and sisters. How about investing and purchasing some cars shipped down for Oakmont Car Mart? How about purchasing some computers and some laptops to come set up a business now, seeing that the demand for laptops and tablets are so great? How about purchasing some clothes and some shoes and come set up some shops? Provide some jobs for some people. Why is there this ongoing desire for Jamaicans to continue to destroy Jamaica? And some of us are so programmed to blame other people. We now realize it's we are mash up the country. It's we are mash up the country. We are mash up the country. I'm going to ask again, how many shipments of guns have been sent by Americans to Jamaica? And we now say none, you know. But we are saying how many compared to those sent by Jamaicans. Some of the same man them we buy guns and ammunition and send come here. Them family they here are suffer. How about sending somebody out to your family go to college? How about financing tertiary education for people in your family so you can turn on the fortunes of your family. How about setting up some factories where you can provide youths in your community with employment? No, just think about the 19 guns and the 474 rounds of ammunition and the 39 magazines. Think about how much money was spent to purchase those weapons and what that money could have done to the communities that these guns were supposed to go to. The government, this and the government, yes, the government need to improve our security at our national ports and borders. But the truth and the matter is that the government can't stop a man to leave from Jamaica who say him a leave here, go look a better life. And him decide to pack guns with barrel to send back come here, come kill our people. That is not on the United States, that is on us as a people. The recipient of this shipment is a female from Falmouth in Trelawney. She is not a United States citizen. She is a Jamaican. The person whose name is on the shipment have the same surname as the woman from Falmouth. Them his family, him is Jamaican. Women are featuring prominently in gun trade out west. As I said, I did the video, but I know some people probably did not get around to watching it. So I'll just run back through the notes for the video, the script for the video. So law enforcement sources have revealed that the barrel intercepted at the port in St. James on Monday, the 11th of January, with 19 guns, including 6 high-powered rifles and over 400 rounds of ammunition, was addressed to a female with a Falmouth address in Trelawney. The woman's name is being withheld, so I guess pending further investigation, I suppose. Now, according to law enforcement sources, the barrel listed the sender as a male who resides in Coral Springs, Florida, in the United States. Another trend is that many of the shipments that have been intercepted in Montego Bay have been shipped from Coral Springs in Florida. So yeah, tell me say, yo, the AC I did me fire that way. Yeah, tell me say, the Jamaicans them were left here and got Coral Spring. A gun running at them thing. Like, do the maths. Do the maths. Interestingly, the surnames of the female and the sender are the same. Now, 3 years ago, U.S. Border Patrol agents intercepted 2 barrels at the Miami International Airport, but the United States now do nothing. The 119 gun shipment, it was intercepted by U.S. personnel, and Jamaica it intercepted, and they just repackage it and send it come out here trying to catch the people them who are come collect it. And some whole heap of foolishness go on. Because you know corruption stay about here. That is the next. Boy, yo. So 3 years ago, it was actually on the 13th of November 2017. I can't tell you the date. Then 3 years ago, U.S. Border Patrol agents intercepted 2 barrels at the Miami International Airport with 119 guns and more than 200 rounds of ammunition, which were addressed to a female in Montego Bay. So some of these women are being used as pawns, by some of these criminals. See? So them know say them have to put somebody up front, and some of these women are so licky and wanga gut and love likes. See? Oh man. This don't look good. See? So them willing to do anything. Good night, Miss Martin. Welcome. I would have made reference to your situation earlier. Said my sincere and deepest sympathies again to you and your child on the loss of his. Well, what may I assume say a child is a son? Yeah, I think so. And the loss of his dad and them something there. So things that out here. But they are some people, you know what I think. Yeah, peeps. So the 19 guns the other day is a woman did go pick them up. The 119 gun is a woman did go pick them up. Or as a woman is the consignee. I think I saw them name. If memory serves me correctly. You can't correct me if I'm wrong. You understand? No, wildlife machine, that is a fact, bro. See? That is a fact. You understand? But separate and apart from the corruption, Jamaicans need to decide if we want a good Jamaica or we want Jamaica to be destroyed totally family. You understand what I say? We have to go decide that. You see it? It's I don't know, it just, and when I look on the screen, it just annoying. But yeah, I could continue. So them two shipment there, a woman involved. As a matter of fact, watch out. The sender of that shipment was also a female. So a female to female. So the Jamaica Constabulary Force disclosed on Tuesday that a multi-agency investigation is now underway to identify the persons behind the shipment of the 6 rifles, 13 assorted handguns, all 9mm pistols, and 474 rounds of ammunition, which were seized at the wharf in Montego Bay, St. James. Now, according to sources, the barrels containing the guns and labeled to contain toiletries and food items was flagged as suspicious on Saturday, the 9th of January. Now, following x-rays conducted by a person from the Port Authority of Jamaica and the Cargo Imaging Unit of the Jamaica Customs Contraband Enforcement Team at a private shipping facility based in Freeport. So the police were alerted after it was opened Monday evening by members of the CET, which is the Contraband Enforcement Team, and found to contain a duffel bag with the guns and ammunition. So the weapons include, we don't know the guns are already, we don't need to get into that still, but this is a wagwan. The police have confirmed that the Freeport Wharf has been under stricter surveillance in recent years, with a significant increase in the number of illegal firearms and ammunition being found in cargo shipment to the island. This latest seizure follows in the wake of another major bust at the wharf in May of 2019, when 6 illegal guns and over 1,500 rounds of ammunition were confiscated in a similar operation. So on that occasion, custom officers were carrying out routine checks of barrels in the wharf warehouse when they detected irregularities in a particular barrel, which was searched and found to contain 6 9mm pistols along with 1,500 rounds of ammunition. Now, a few days before that, May 2019 seizure, an operation was carried out at the same location and over 1,800 rounds of ammunition were found. So, Mobile Wharf. And that's what the gun them are load off. You don't see what I go on about here? Teach them our bigger problem is leadership. Our leaders over the years have many criminal lawyers and doctors who directly benefit from crime and indirectly. They have no will. Blessings, Father Caldwell. Valid point. I disagree no way, shape, or form with that viewpoint. However, all of we in this family, the whole of we have to take some responsibility for that something here. You understand? It is easy to say the government, this and politician, that. Many of us as ordinary citizens are better than the politicians them neither. You understand what I'm saying? Because you are going, if we did different and better than the politicians them. The politicians them couldn't survive with them falling in this night, you know. You see? Yeah, Peter, me, I've always said that the fishing village are the most poorest part in the gun trade. And I've said this before, that fishing villages should be regulated in such a way where there's a police post at each fishing village. Among other things, but we're not getting into that right now. Jaja. Damien, big up yourself, broski. And as I said, the government cannot extricate itself from taking some responsibility. That's just not possible. However, we as Jamaicans cannot be innocent either. Because at the end of the day, whatever you want to think about the situation, we Jamaicans, we are the one purchasing these guns and sending them back home. And the Trinidadians are doing it, you know. And the Bayesians are doing it, you know. And the Haitians are doing it, you know. Jamaicans are purchasing the guns and sending them back to Jamaica. 306 reason with that. So I go on, broski. Hope all is well, you know, with the family. Zane? Yeah, man, the workers of the port need to be vetted. All of them things that need to be part and parcel of the whole fight. More resources are to be provided to customs agents, to the marine police, to the coast guard. It's a whole thing. You understand? But Jamaicans in the United States need to stop buy guns send come to Jamaica. We need to stop blaming the United States for guns coming into Jamaica. Because of Jamaicans, 99% of the time, I send them come here. Not Americans. So, we have this tendency as a people, you see, to blame everybody else except ourselves. We're not taking no responsibility, boy, you know. Are America fault? Are the government fault? A Jamaicans fault, family. That's how the thing there. You understand? That's how the thing there. Because watch this, Ronald. And I'm going to put a simple scenario. If Jamaicans weren't purchasing these guns, sending come here, then the government would not have to treat with it in a family. And that's how you know. If Jamaicans who leave Jamaica say them going to search for a better life for them children and them wife, never mind. If they went to do that and to uplift themselves, then the situation would not be as is. But many of these men are hell-bent on destroying this country because they want to be seen as the man and the Dan and the God of Fimigrong. See? Yeah, man. I'm here the man. Make all the shots. Me decide who live and who dead. How? When? Think about how much investment could have been to the benefit of Jamaica had these men and women who are purchasing guns to send back to Jamaica use that money to uplift this country. Think about how much more progress some of these communities could have made. Like, look, these are the rifles behind me right here. So why? Boy. Agree, but remember, government buy guns give ghetto youths. Well, I don't remember that still. I have no proof that the government does that. I mean, a lot of things would have been said coming out of the 90s, but the reality is that them man them we are running thing now no need no politician to support them thing, brother. Them man they win off a politician long time. Politician can't control enough of them man there. So we kind of lose sight of that, you know. Enough of the man them know we are do the thing. Them are no politician no involved in a nothing. Because no politician can give them no talk. I feel them money them a spend. Them no need no politician money again. So yes, the thing start away in the 80s. Zane, and would have escalated into certain things. But the reality is that enough of them money, them and politician not in a nothing, brother. And the reality that. So me could not try go on like we don't know that neither. As I say, it is for blame politicians, you know. And we still have some politician both we have to follow, you know. Let us not pretend like that now go on, you know. But the reality is that many of these men who are now running places where them say them are done, them are no politician, not involved in nothing, brother. Because they must spend them own money, whether from drugs, whether from scamming, whatever it is. Enough of them youth, yeah, them are no politician in a nothing. You see me? No. Look how many youths could have been provided with employment if the money where them used by them guns there was spent in trying to develop this country. Eh? And Ronald, but understand what you're saying, broski. As me said, don't think me not understand what you're saying. But the reality is that saying politicians again, it is not as it was a few decades ago, where certain things can happen without the input of a politician. Some politician can talk to some of them man rasta. And that's the thing there. You understand? Many things are financing the violence in this country. Many things, including the music. And when I say that, I mean so you have musicians where you fund gangs in the country. And me not hide my mouth when I say that. The world know this. And again, me not fight against no artists. But most of the man them as them boss a gun them buy fi boss. Or buy guns give the youth them fuss. Gone are the days where when an artist start eat a food and buy some coaster put on the road. And buy some car, give some youth for run taxi. A gun the man them a buy fuss as them boss fi give a man for boss. That are the reality about it, you know. So easy if you say the government. But enough of the man they were around here idolize and a hype up and up. Look here, man. On the thought the things like all the things to go. Politicians, police, musician, a whole heap of people about here. A finance crime about here. Yeah? The whole of them. As me say, from politicians go way back around so. I mean, know some people get up in them feelings when me say them things there, you know. But the truth is just the truth, Rasta. Some man that use music as a facade, brother. Some man a real gangster about here. Some politicians that use politics as a facade, brother. Some of them are real gangsters about here. It's just a reality in the thing. You see me there, pan? And as I say, people get offended when we say certain things, you know. Silver D, I've never extricated politicians from the situations. I've never done that. Someone don't know how we reach us either. You understand? All I am saying is that the reliance that criminals had on politicians in the past, it is not that great anymore. Because the thing evolve and many of the men them now finance them own thing. Some politician a paperweight compared to some of the man them family. But as me say, we have been so socialized to say politician do this and politician do that. That is the go-to response. That is the go-to response, you know, because that is how we have been socialized. That has been beaten in our head down the years. But if we really sit back and look on the thing and analyze the thing, the politicians, the influence of them used to have in our yesteryears, them not have that no more, Rasta. Them not have it. Enough politicians know the man them we are violence producers in them constituency. And them can't give them not talk about ya. So on the state they talk about politician this and politician that. Them are part of the problem, yes. But the thing bigger than them now. Yeah, sir. And that's the reality, I think that. So we just have to face the reality and understand what it is. And stop pardoning some man because some man are this and some man are that and we rate some man. If a man do something if you affect the country in a negative way and forget call out. Because you see the reality is this too, you know. Many of us we talk about we don't like how the country are run. The country are this and the country are that. And some of the same man them where we know say mash up the country from politician go back. And them we exalt and put them on pedestals. And nobody can say nothing about them because this or this the God. And how you for this the boss. Me I show you what I go on in the country. We don't move, we don't hold on there. Me I go show us, me I go share some stories to show you what really I go on about yourself. Watch your man, no matter who a guy is, from a guy a influence crime and violence in the country, him forget true about simple maths. It no matter who them be or what them do about you. But we are very selective, you know. Like me see someone with some time, you know. And we get so heated when certain things come up and certain names get involved. And it's like we lose with self. And the truth is that enough of the people that we both here defend a whole heap of ills them do to the same society, yeah, brother. If we are going to be truthful to the thing. But some people have diplomatic immunity about you. Them can get a pass because them are this. And them are with God. I tell you all the time, you know. All the while I tell you. So it's easy to point finger and blame people. We are the biggest problem in this or something. We, the people, them. I'm tired for telling you that, you know. But you see, when a man come telling you the truth, you don't want to hear that. When you go around to some place where a man has stroke some man ego. And that's how you find in a comfort zone. But when man bout here we are talking truth, you no interest in that. Because some man are no God. And as me I say, go from politician go right back, we not talk about not just one man. Until Jamaicans realize the biggest problem what Jamaica face is the mentality of us as Jamaicans. Dog, me and myself around here now. You understand? But we love point fingers. And 99% of the time, the place with a finger that you point is back on you and me. Because we help nurture some man around here. And we defend them down to the bone. Because we rate them or them contribute to something for it. Because a man contribute to something for you means him can do all the wrongs in our world and everything good. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, you know? So yes, we are look all about for solutions to our problem. When within we look for a solution in a rasta. Because our mentality has been so shaped. We have been so socialized to view the thing one way. And with tunnel vision. And when I say the thing they're right beside we. And the country are degenerate. And the degradation continue right beside we. But because we are looking at that tunnel here, how we have been socialized, we not see it. Sometimes the same people them beside we, them are a big part of the thing. But because we have been so trained to feast our eyes on X people, we not see where white people are about here, you know. You see? It is full time as a nation. We accept that we, you and me, are a part of the problem in this. Because we give some people some free ride both here. You understand? And some things don't matter to it. As long as them not affect we directly, don't matter to it. And when you reach our doorstep now, you will start bawl and beg. When you, if you did decide from early, we stamp out of something and crush it, it only reach where it reach, you know. So we nurture some little things until it become monsters and we can't control them. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Enough of them look at you that we walk and kill people. We see the signs them from early. And we ignore it. Because it not affect we. And when we start make nice, it's too late. It have a gate. And we it lay wait. You see it? I could face the facts as a people, brother. You and me, we're partly responsible for this. Because we sit down comfortably in a Babylon too long. And we defend some man and we know them wrong. We do it day in, day out and we defend them and we defend them. And this man forget a blind because of who him is. And that man forget a blind because of who him is. If you're involved in a crime, you're not forgetting a blind, brother. The argument done. Is it that we want a better country or we don't want a betterment? We can't no middle ground no in this. Some man can't get no excuse because of who them be. Crime a crime. And enough of the people them we are boss of the country this and country that find it convenient to defend some people about here. When them no involved in a crap. But because of who them be, them can't get a pass. Get a pass where? But you don't know what go on. Zane, as a teacher of geography, I know say you can't have one house beside you and rain fall only upon the house and rain fall upon your house, you know. Because no cloud no over your house yet. But I assure you say one day rain go fall upon your house stop. So make sure say fix good. Because the me fall down your road for how long, you know. And then reach your yard, you know, but one day rain shall fall upon your house. But because no rain not fall about your place, you good. No flood no round your so down so you flood. So we good with that, man. Make who want John down there so John. One day go and come when you are go John too. You see me? So as me I say peeps, it is easy to point fingers at our politicians and make me understand why. Because some of them are criminal. But the reality is that the thing upgrade past. Enough of them on there. Enough of them on there. Them not have no power about it no more. Or some next man run off a thing. Because them not have to stretch out them hand to no politician. Them have fund them own thing. No politician can't give them no directive. As a matter of fact, them give politicians directives about here. You see me I say? And the whole of we in this in a rasta. Zane? The whole of we in this. You understand? We need to stop blame America about guns coming to Jamaica. Jamaicans are send guns come here. Jamaicans are ship them. Jamaicans are accept them. Jamaicans are turn them pan we want, pan we brother and sisters about ya. Say me, I say, what the man them a fight for? What are they fighting for? What not fight for? What is the constant killing of Jamaicans, your brothers and sisters, for? How is it benefiting you? What sort of gratification you get? If you know, so you splash out your brother marrow upon the road down there, so brother. If you know, so you kill one old lady because you can't catch him son around this family. You kill a man like a daughter, Rasta. What kind of gratification the man them get out of that? Family, remember say, you know, because I just a reality of the thing, you know. You kill my family member, me I kill back your family member, you know, brother. That's the thing, you know. So we just a kill off one another and the killing can't stop. 80 years of war, the 100 years war. 100 years out of war, like between England and France, one of them time. 100 years of war. Because watch ya, no man never know say you kill him father, you know. And him get a chance to bang out your head back and your head back intact, you know, brother. A 3 points, both ya. So when it a go stop? Eh? Then you kill a man youth. Then none of your youths can safe. You kill a man mother, then all your mother for safe. And as me I say again, you know normally when you're watching news or you hear so them find woman dead round at some place. We make nice how the man them a kill off some of the woman them for dead. You know why them for dead? They are largely responsible for a lot of the crime we are going around here. And some of them when them get it, I put themselves in a position to get it. Make we face the truth out here. We get up every day and ball so the man them a kill off of the woman them. So when a man kill an innocent woman, fine. We get that. That nothing happen. But some of them woman about here when them get it, them forget it. That me I tell you, you know. So me could go and pretend about it like we don't know what go on. And that's about here I do, you know. The easiest thing of it, how the man them wicked and them a kill off the woman them. You know how much man dead about here because of some woman? Zane? I'm telling you, enough time when people dead about here, you know. A criminal kill a criminal about that, you know. So we're not factor in that in I think, you know. The reality is that there are some innocent people get caught up in the thing. You understand? And we don't love that. But the reality is that some of them women about the place, when them get it, them forget it. I mean, know some man as a teacher, you say, what you mean if you say that? So when them make man are dead, left, right, and center, we not complain. And more them are get it too. You see it? Yeah, man. I just see reality, I think, you know, peeps. I just see reality we are talking. We not beat around the bush or grow the corner, you know. You have some women in this country that are even more cruel than men. And many times them not pull a trigger, you know. But you don't want trigger them make squeeze. You don't want life them make dash your road. Yo. No, that's no one going about here, you know. As me say, we have to accept some hard truths around here, you know. And stop going like we don't know. Because we know. You understand? We know what is going on. And it's not new. A years now we are talking about the role of women in a crime. You understand? And we're just a coming a style. It has been here from the start 2016. Me I preach that. Babes, here we go on, man. I could stop blaming people for the situation and take responsibility. You understand what I say? And that's what I think, man. I could do that first. Because you see, you can't fix a problem if you don't accept. So you have a problem, you know. You understand? So when you keep on a deflect and a blame other people, then what go on, Rasta? Me not even know how me end up a talk so long about this. Because I did plan to move on, left it gone a long time to, you know. You see, but it infuriating, man. You see me? It infuriating, brother. And as me say, it's easy to say, yo, the man them a kill off and the man them a do this. Yo, the woman them just as culpable as the man them both here. So when you sit down and make some of them money a trick on about here, man. No, do. You understand? I could take some responsibility about you. You see it? Yeah, man. Nice. I show you some things we are going about here. Now listen one. But before we get into that, watch it. I'll keep them guns back on me. See it? And you know, so the stream will be clipped up and placed over TD clips. Yeah, so now we kind of put the topics in a bite-sized pieces. That one is not really bite-sized, because that one come like I want whole cow big. You understand? If you don't subscribe it and it suits you, can't go subscribe. You don't pressure nobody neither. You see me? TD clips, just search for. You understand? The last stream we kind of clip up the topics them we think people interested in and put over there and thing. So we not really push it a road like that. We just go and do some more work and thing. So we can go look for TD clips. You see me? Yeah, man. Seat-up bags, rifle and pistol in Macook's pen. Macook's where? Brother dog and prong held. We have been speaking again. This is something we've been talking about for years now, and just yesterday, you know. You understand? But as I said, because we not come talk, you know, if we just provide some information and we're gone. You understand? It is not trendy. You understand? And it is not stylish. We've been talking about them things for years. But tired for be careful of the name them when you answer to. The name them what a place and when name lanes and pens should be renamed. Because no matter what you say, you know, these socio-economic, socio-political situations influence the psyche of people, whether consciously or subconsciously. And yes, me not training in a psychosocial analysis or whatever. But the reality is that I've seen enough instances and incidents to tell you, say, lanes and pens, there is some psychological effect that is meted to the minds of many people living at them place here. Again, the names them we answer to. The names them we make people call we take on these names. These names become our alter ego. Killy. Then you think killy are gonna be? About you think what you might kill? Goat and cow and pig about ya? Heartless. Dog heart. Kill quick. Sniper. Then you think that man they're gonna be church boy about ya? First thing too. You see, the thing is that a man answering to a name is one thing. And we are calling man them, name them. On the top call people certain name. If no guy not get no yellings then. So if him can't answer to him right name, then he in a problem. You understand? Brother, are some serious local things. You see? And So it's not the biggest thing. Them sometimes some little things will just add up over time to be some serious things in a rasta. Eh? Gun devil, Lord evil. Then you think so them man they're gonna be deacon around here? Eh? Piranha. Preke, boy, preke. Then if you name preke, then you see you're not serious about life for a long time. Dopey film. Then you see what I go. Look here, man. Lucifer. Yo. Oh, door. Brother dog. No, you have to take bad things but joke about the brother dog. Brother dog. Yo, broski. Get up on the front. Alright. Wait a minute there. Jams. Jamila. I'm here sleeping. Go outside, go collect something from Mario for me, please. Can you go to the front to collect something for me, please? No, but you can if you want to. Yeah, peeps. Hold on, I kind of conduct some business in the meantime, in between. You know, a business thing set up. Business side earlier. Hold on there. I'm gone. Yeah, me could go and talk. So you know, C-top bags, rifle and pistol in Macook's pen. Brother dog and prong held. Is in Mario? Somebody will come collect the things for me here, because I'm in a stream. Yeah, you forward the invoice? Yeah, man, as soon as I do that, we just knock off that. Quick and fast, yeah? Look a bit. Yeah, man, give. Yeah, man, share forward. Yeah, peeps, thanks. Busy. You see me? I sell black soap and incense. But bad things that joke. Now, police from the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, CTOC, have arrested and charged 2 men following an incident in Macook's Pen, St. Catherine, on Saturday, the 9th of January. Silver D, we don't come out of people business, you know? We don't come out of people business. You understand? Charged with 2 counts of illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition are 45-year-old Kevin Johnson, otherwise called Prang, P-R-A-N-G, an auditing clerk, and 44-year-old Mosias Douglas, otherwise called Brother Dog, a taxi operator, both of Love Lane in Macook's Pen. Love where? Macook's what? Alright, I rest my case. I not nothing more to say, you know. I could move on. Reports are that about 6:30 p.m. an operation was conducted in the area and the premises occupied by Johnson and Douglas. Occupied by Johnson and Douglas was searched, and a .22 caliber carbine rifle and a Smith & Wesson pistol with 10 rounds were found in their possession. The men were subsequently arrested and later charged. A date for their appearance in court is being finalized by the police. Let me make another point before I move on. 9 out of every 10 incidents between police and taximen, the retort and the rhetoric is police will leave taximan and go look for criminal. See what next one I would find with gun. I rest my case. But it's a rest on case tonight, you know. Alright? Yeah, man. I still keep a gun them up here, so cause right now, no love no an alien cheaper. Big up yourself in the youth, what you deal with? Where we can purchase black soap. I joke me make it, it's a thing where the Ross did say one time. It won't major thing. I always say that when people ask me, I tell them I sell Incense, black soap or incense. Yes, and so I don't know. I have never even seen black soap before. You see me? Watch out. JCF seizing more guns on the Give Up the Guns campaign, as per the police reports. Sometimes you have to take the reporter with a grain of salt. You understand? So the Ministry of National Security is reporting that a total of 103 legal guns and 1,208 rounds of ammunition have been seized over the period December 1, 2020 to January 12, 2021. Since the rollout of its Give Up the Guns campaign. The Give Up the Guns campaign under the ministry's Live Good anti-violence program is aimed at encouraging citizens to provide information about illegal firearms and ammunition to Crime Stop. The illicit trade and sale of firearms by gangsters is still the #1 challenge for law enforcement in Jamaica. With the continued help of citizens, we will continue to disrupt gangs and reduce their capacity to unleash violence in our society, said Security Minister Horace Chang. So Chang is a next story for your next time by himself, but you would even need to get into that, you know. So in December of 2020, the police seized 64 firearms, which represented a 52% increase on the 42 seized in December of 2019. Meanwhile, for the period January 1 to 12, the police seized 41 illegal guns compared to 19 over the corresponding days in January of 2020, an increase of 116%. Now, Minister Chang said under the proposed new Firearm Act, once passed, the penalty for a person found with an illegal firearm will be significantly increased. We soon come to this. To ensure the legislative provision brings about the desired outcome, Zane, which will ultimately deter criminal activities, curbing lawlessness, sharply reducing crime and violence, and improving public safety. He said all Jamaicans must play a part in supporting the police in its crime-fighting efforts to help rid the country of illegal guns and ammunition. We will work tirelessly to ensure sustainable peace, public safety, and public order throughout the country. You understand? One of the issues facing the crime fight in the country is the judiciary. The court system has many documented weaknesses. The capabilities of detectives who lead investigations into these incidents has been put into question on many occasions. The resources allocated to these personnel is woefully lacking in many instances. And I've said before, things are being done to improve it. But the reality is that you can't find a man with a gun knowing the ravages that the gun has brought on Jamaica over the years, and a man get a slap on his wrist, and a couple months down the road, him there road again for good behavior. And I now say, there's no space for rehabilitation, you know. And that in itself is the next problem, because many Jamaican criminals are reoffenders. The law come like a dog with only gum. It's a mash mouth dog. Big back. Doberman pincher setting. You understand? And the consequences are poodle size. But is a Rottweiler or a German Shepherd or a Bloodhound size law, but the consequences of running afoul of the law are joke thing. Criminals take the system for joke sometimes, many times, because them know say, yo, the reward far outweigh the risk, because if we get catch what? 1 year, 2 year, good behavior with their road again. You understand? Because of the justice system. Yes, there has been efforts at reforming the judiciary in recent times. The thing is that we are so far behind. All efforts that have been expended at treating with the situation up to now seem insignificant because of how far behind with it. It's just like all the things that have been done to modernize and upgrade the security forces seem like it's insignificant because of how far with it. The things that we do now should have do 10 years, 15 years ago. You see what I go on? So it's not like nothing now go on in all reality, It's just that based on the nature of things now, the things that are being implemented and instituted seem so ineffective because we are lagging so far behind. 10 bullet, 10 attempted murder charge. One stop the look of it. Me not think that I got. No way a man can get bail for 2 gun charges. And the same damn here, brother, Jamaica joke thing. Jamaica, as I said, brother, me can't, you see, that statement and some of the things that Mr. Caldwell has been saying, when I hit the nail them on the head, me can't dispute them things. And me is not a man who dispute logics. You understand what I say? When I always see things the same way, but I am willing to accept when a man make a good point. You understand? And when I make some very good point, family. You see me? The system is not no one thing. It has to be a multifaceted approach. See, and one of the thing that we need to put into context is that the crime situation in Jamaica did not get here overnight. So the crime situation in Jamaica cannot be treated with overnight. It would have taken decades for us to reach where we're there now. It started in the 1980s. Well, even before that. But the peak, and it has maintained and even increased down the years. So, Anna just yesterday we are trying to fix, we are trying to fix decades of issues in the country, Corruption within the judiciary. Corruption within the government. All parties involved. Birthday party, green party, orange party, blue party, all party, staff party, the whole party there. You understand? Corruption being a problem. You see what I say? The police force has been plagued with rogue officers and criminals in uniforms for years. Zin, people working at the ports of entries have been complicit with criminals for years. The eat a food mentality. You understand? So many things has come through because a man eat a food. Our correctional officers, the warders, them too facilitate whole heap of things. Because a man they are prisoner now and a order hit from prison same way. You understand what I mean? So it a whole heap of things, peeps. So let us not for a moment be lulled into the false sense of security, believing that the crime in Jamaica can be fixed overnight. It never reach here so overnight. So it will take a long time for it to reach a stage where we can say, yeah man, Jamaica is fast becoming the place of choice for people to work, do business, raise them family and all of them good things. Now the Vision 2030 thing. You understand? So, we just need to understand that. But the reality is that the quicker and the more decisive we start to treat with some things, the better things will be. General Vision, big up yourself. Politicians mash up Jamaica, brother. Labor rights and PNP, the whole of them. None of them not different. You understand? The whole of them. So, when we hear said labor right mash up the country, then we don't know if we can subscribe to that. Politicians mash up Jamaica. Politicians would have been at the heart of this from them time till now. As me say, now the thing kind of evolve. And the man them not chat for no politician, you know, because the man them must spend them own cheese. You understand? But now one party no mash up Jamaica family. Every party, political party, all of them. Labor right, PN, everybody. You understand? So if you just say a labor right alone mash up Jamaica, that is not a fair statement. You understand? And that in itself is a part of the problem. But we get to that one next time. See, we're telling us how if you take responsibility, you know, and call out who forget call out. Now one set of politicians mash up the country. Politicians from the People's National Party, politicians from the Jamaica Labour Party have been part and parcel of the issues facing the country. You understand? So, until we can accept that, whether we support X party or Y party, then I waste of time still in our family, in our real life. You understand? But I appreciate the suggestion, the input. But you know what I think, God? Two party, but at the same sad song them a play. You understand? Yeah, man. None of dance them no better than none. You see me? Jamaican man charged for smuggling cocaine into the US. I not even know how, but me could just share and we move on because yeah man, no man, me just a birthday party man. I just me giving some trouble sometime. But when me say party, me just, you understand? A Jamaican man faces the possibility of up to 40 years in prison in the United States. You know how much years? In a Jamaica you can get 4 months. If so much. Sometimes, because sometimes some man gets on sentences. But we just assess still. But listen this. Up to 40 years the man are looking into, you know, for drugs, you know. Is that even gun, you know? Drugs in a rasta. You understand? A situation like this, a man could just get 3 years probation. You see me? Yeah, man. 3 years suspended sentence. Yeah. So he go do it again. Him do it again. Alright, never mind. So a Jamaican man faces the possibility of up to 40 years in prison in the United States and a massive fine after being charged with smuggling a kilogram of cocaine in coffee bags and picture frames. You don't want me picture for frame, it's all about that avenue, it's all about that lane. Enough man me them just call up me. Perez Omar Gibbs, 37 years old, appeared before the U.S. Magistrate Judge Kathy Walder by video conference this week on one count of importation of a controlled substance and was remanded without bail. Now, according to documents filed in the case and statements made in court, Gibbs arrived at the Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey aboard a flight from Montego Bay, Jamaica on the 9th of January. Law enforcement officers discovered that Gibbs possessed about 1 kilogram of cocaine concealed inside 2 bags of coffee and 4 picture frames, said the U.S. Attorney's Office and the District of New Jersey. It said the count with which Gibbs is charged carries a mandatory minimum penalty of 5 years in prison, a potential maximum penalty of 40 years in prison, and US $5 million. No, them they are fines. You understand? Why retired Jamaican judge run to other countries? I don't know. You know, I don't have no data upon that, so I can't really speak to that still. So I don't know. You understand? $5 million US, 40 years. And serious business that. Serious things. Oh, that picture there. No, I have that picture there something about the place, you know. Alright, I something like this. I formatted properly for the stream, so. But that brother, yeah. You see me? Yeah, man. ring, big ring pan finger, big old watch pan wrist. You understand? But no man no want work about your rasta. See? Plus he might get deported, frenzy. Then, boy, me I tell you. No man no want work. So, live a flash of light. As me tell you, peeps, I don't even wear jewelry. I wear this look wire chain as small chain as James Bond said. It's a small chain because it has sentimental value to me. Yeah? I have been wearing this chain now for over 20 odd years. I don't really wear. I don't even wear a watch. It's recently I started wearing a watch. And I wear that watch to monitor health situations and stuff. I don't even wear jewelry. You understand? And the truth of the matter is that I work hard enough where I can buy a good watch if I want and buy some gold rings if I want and such. But them things not appeal to me, Rasta. You understand what I say? So, the man them out there now, some of them are trying to live above their means, and because now, them now put them shoulders to the wheel, the easy way out is to go rob some people. So one of them here. You understand? Talk to you about it. Police search for a UA armed robbery suspect. As some people up at UA where I struggle for help you in school for you man going rob. You know what I'm going about here? People who are trying to change their life and their family life. You see it? Police are searching for a man who robbed a female security guard at gunpoint at the University of the West Indies Mona campus earlier this week. Reports are that the man pounced upon the security guard about 9 a.m. Tuesday, brandished a handgun and relieved her of a cellular phone, a tablet and several other items. The halfway tree police on Friday released a photo of the gunman obtained from security footage, and are appealing to members of the public to share information that can assist investigators to identify and arrest the suspect. Anyone who may have information that can assist the police to bring the perpetrator to book should contact the Halfway Tree Police at 876-926-8184-5, Crime Stop at 311, the Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Now, I'm going to put this into context a little bit for you guys. He held up and robbed a security guard, a female, who is out there trying to earn an honest living to take care of her family and herself. This young looking man could also be doing the same thing by working as a security guard, and he probably have other skills, Zine, where him can earn an honest living from. But he does not want that. This is the life he wants to live. The security guard is out there trying to put food on her family's table. Why this young, strong brother can't go do the same thing? You know how much night that lady probably have to do double shift to buy her cell phone and her tablet and what else in her bag while this brother here asleep? But them continue to rob the woman them. So a woman light up one day, run on one part, run on one place. One line to fire more than them. You understand? So you have some more females out there like that, man. People then say then soon rob the wrong one. And the wrong one them a go rob, man. I right one, man. You understand? One more right one. Cause you have some woman out there, you know. They don't play with people, you know. You understand? Yeah, man. Some woman out there, man, gunshot take your body like a disease, man. You wonder where they learn to shoot, so understand it. Stay there. Aye, sir. Ladies, wanna be careful, yeah. No. And the man them be careful too, cause but you know, females them are easier target cause them see the women them as being weak, But my son also woman out there, man. Better shot than some man, boy, yeah. That they are telling you to. I wanna stay there. Take the Empress them for weak fence bout, yeah. See if no fence don't get kicked down. Hold on. I don't hear about it. Me I cover some of my story them too. Yeah, man. General Vision. Don't mix don't mix me up General Vision. You have the General Vision, then you not supposed to can see. Then you have the vision. Don't mix me up, sir. Aye, sir. Big up yourself in the General. Give thanks. CCTV. Me like the name there. It's a bad name. Man arrested for murder of 59-year-old woman in Denham Town. So officers assigned to the Denham Town police station have arrested and charged 24-year-old Oliver Reed. You hear the age? Otherwise called KJ of 5th Street, Kingston 12, for the murder of 59-year-old Cynthia Robinson and the injury of another man on Saturday the 9th of January. Reports are that about 2:40 p.m., police ran patrol in the Kingston 12 area when they heard explosions. They proceeded to the area to investigate, where they saw both parties on the ground with gunshot wounds. They were assisted to the hospital where Cynthia succumbed and the man was treated and admitted. Reed turned himself into the police on Saturday, the 9th of January, and was subsequently charged on Wednesday, the 13th, based on a witness statement. His court date is being finalized. But just show you what going on in our country, I just run through some story. Watch out. Disc jockey among two charged with murder. The St. James police have charged 2 men with murder and conspiracy to murder, following the shooting death of 27-year-old Ronald Smith, otherwise called Reds, of Willoway, Catherine Mount in St. James on Monday the 28th of December last year. So charged are 29-year-old disc jockey St. Aubin Winter, otherwise called DJ Sikaflex, of Campbell Lane, of Campbell where? Mount Salem in St. James, and 39-year-old Antoine Strawn, otherwise called Nick, a steel worker, also of Campbell Lane, Mount Salem. So reports from the Montego Bay police are at about 11:50 a.m. on the 28th of December last year. The accused men allegedly pounced upon the now deceased, who was outside his home removing something from his car. The assailants reportedly opened gunfire at him, and Smith, who was hit, was subsequently rushed to the hospital by family members, but later succumbed to his injuries. The now accused men are subsequently arrested, and on Tuesday the 6th of January 2021 and Thursday the 8th, respectively, so that is when they were arrested, Winter and Strawn were pointed out on identification parades in the presence of their attorneys and were subsequently charged by the police. Now a court date is being finalized. St. Catherine man charged with murder. 28-year-old Prince Levy, a customer service agent of Stanberg Grove, Sligoville in St. Catherine, has been charged with murder. He is charged in relation to the death of 42-year-old Greg Boyden, who was killed along the Michael Manley Boulevard in Kingston on the 5th of January. The police reported at about 9:50 a.m. Levy and the deceased were involved in a dispute. A struggle reportedly ensued and Levy allegedly used a stone to hit Boyden in the head. Levy reportedly fled in a motor vehicle and Boyden was subsequently taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Levy was later arrested and charged after a question and answer interview. His court date is being finalized. Let's keep it rolling. As Rosie B say, I'm tired of this murder. Rosie, you're not more tired than me, sister. Me, I tell you the truth. As I said, that's why me not cover none of them topic and no video. Me didn't even look at them. You understand? Me just discuss them here so for sure no what go on in a country. See? From guns where Jamaicans are buy send come to Jamaica. You understand? Because we not make, well, yeah, someone I try to make some, but them one and I send them come here. Heartbreak in St. Thomas over killing of popular businessman. Cosmo Coast, big up yourself, fam. Give thanks, Yeah, man. Blessings every time. Residents of St. Thomas are reeling following the brutal murder of a prominent businessman on Wednesday night. The deceased has been identified as a 34-year-old Michael Young. Michael is still very young, 34 years old, a chef of Dumfries in the parish. So Young was shot and killed at his business establishment in Morant Bay, while a woman said to be his girlfriend was shot and injured. Reports are that sometime after 9 p.m., Young, the woman, and other persons were at his business establishment when they were approached by an armed man who opened fire at the businessman. Young reportedly ran but was chased by his attacker and shot several times. The gunman subsequently fled the area while Young succumbed to his injuries at the scene, according to reports. The woman sustained a bullet wound and was taken to hospital where she was treated and released. So residents of St. Thomas are reeling following the brutal murder of the businessman. And many people have taken to social media to, voice their anger, vent. So Young's killing has left in shock a number of St. Thomas residents and relatives who described him as a kind and hard-working man who did not deserve to die in such a gruesome manner. So a past student of the Seafort High School, he is said to have been very active in trying to elevate his alma mater and thing. I'm not sure if I will live to see tomorrow. Living in this world of conflicts and sorrows. Bodies lay cold as gunmen strike bold. The wicked people work is taking off like an arrow. I wonder if I will see tomorrow. Living in this world of conflicts and sorrows. Bodies lay cold as gunmen strike bold. The wicked people work is taking off. I'm not afraid to die, but pray to live until death. It's not hard for you to guess what will happen next. Heartaches and pain, works of ungodliness. Enough don't know why them a live, that's why them have to hurt the flesh. Who are they? Tell me what they represent. I struggle with fear as an experience, so them do them dirty works to which I resent. But no one but them man go face the consequence and build walls instead of bridges with ridicule. Aye, sir. Good youth who love flowers murdered. Shortly after watering the flowers he treasured dearly and laundering some clothes, Kemar Kova walked with a girlfriend to a bus stop near his Mayor Villa road home. How am I pronounce that correctly? Meyer Villa. Or it could be Meyer Villa, I don't know. Yeah. After she left, he went to a cook shop, purchased a box lunch, and started walking back home when gunmen traveling in a white motor car shot him multiple times to his upper body on Lincoln Avenue near the intersection with Maxfield Avenue in St. Andrew. The 38-year-old Kova fell on his face and the food scattered on the asphalt inches away from his head. The brazen murder committed just after 2 o'clock shocked residents of the community who described Kova as a good youth. We call him Kempes, I should say. As in Mario Kempes. We call him Kempes because we used to play football together, a male resident said, making reference to Argentine striker Mario Alberto Kempes. See, I have an auntie who pass off and she's supposed to turn in her grave A good youth, may I tell you, he said. One woman shared that Quada is known to everybody as an innocent working man who mostly went from home to work and back. Journalists learned that Quada's job entailed the installation of cameras among other activities. Another woman who condemned the brutal killing said gunmen took out an innocent man who was impeccable. See me, I read foolishness. Who was incapable of starting a quarrel. Then with that story, you could have scan and read them more than you know. You see me? Him innocent. Not even talk, him not talk. If a him for make argument occur, argument would never occur. When you see him, all him will tell you is morning mummy or morning auntie, the woman said. When the observer visited Quada's home, distraught family members were seen huddled. They were puzzled by his killing. They pointed to 2 flower gardens they said were taken care of by a Quada who loved plants. Quada did not have children of his own, but was uncle to numerous youngsters who all adored him. Rasbolan, big up yourself, you know, out of Germany. Give thanks, you know. Appreciate the support. I don't have no enemies, so it leave me wondering. Many life was lost. Who is the next victim? It could be you, it could be I too. Them set them system. Surefy. Live to see tomorrow. Living in this world of conflicts and sorrows. Bodies lay cold as gunmen strike bold. Rashango, big up yourself, you know. The wicked people work is taking off. Instrument of cruelty present everywhere. Strong enough to take a life, but not enough to care. Sticking with the Maxfield location, marked for death. Deadly Trenchtown conflict won't end as sons vow vengeance if their mothers are killed. Remember I spoke about that earlier? Then you kill a man people, what you think are going to happen to your people? Them? You think your people them are going to live happily ever after? Eh? Women living on 4th Street in Trenchtown, Kingston, who allege that they have been marked for death by gunmen engaged in a gang feud running for more than a year, say they are not only fearful about the threats to their lives, but that the conflict will not end as their sons and other male relatives have vowed vengeance if they are killed. My son look for me and tell me, say, Mommy, if them kill you, me go take up gun. My 17-year-old looked at me and tell me that, one mother said. Another mother, who said her name is reported to head the list of targeted individuals, speculated that the conflict would not end since her male relatives have vowed to take revenge if she is killed. My name they are top of the list for dead. Me tell the police themselves me dead, me have nephew and son who say them are gonna murder them back, she said. The woman who asked not to be named expressed frustration about the spate of reprisal shootings in the community that have claimed the lives of 2 residents since the start of the year. A years now, the warrior go on. I'm tired of this now, cried a mother of 2 who said she too was on the death list. She said that men from warring gangs living at opposite ends of 4th Street have been engaged in tit-for-tat killings since last year, and that her name is now on the list of people being targeted in a planned retaliation for the shooting death of a woman in the community on Saturday. Them say them want 5 women for the woman were dead, and my name there on the list. People hear them attack and tell me, I'm supposed to carry my little 2-year-old baby go school this morning, and I couldn't go, said the woman. The woman said she recently stayed with other friends and family outside the community, but had to eventually return home. The whole of my furniture them mash up because I have to move out and stay at other people's yard. Yesterday I come and people tell me say, me not for go home, the woman said, tears brimming in her eyes. Another woman explained that residents on both sides of the street are being targeted, either because of familial connections to members of the warring gangs known as Sox and Brooklyn. So we have the Sox gang and the Brooklyn gang. Or just for the mere fact of where they live. We up here saw a family who are sling gun. And people down there saw a family who are sling gun. We as women look out for we pitney when we see police are come. And them there look out for them pitney when police are come. We up here so say Saks. And them down there so say Brooklyn. Said one woman. Peeps, that paragraph, let me read it again. I want to listen this. We up here so a family who are sling gun. And people down there so have family who are sling gun. We as women look out for we picnic when we see police are come. And them up there look out for them picnic when them see police are come. We up here so say Saks. And them down there so say Brooklyn. Senior Superintendent of Police in charge of the Kingston Western Police Division, Michael Phipps, said that the gangs have been at war for more than a year. The gang feud started from around 2019, and the information is that it started as a result of a missing firearm. Boy, what an hello, sunshine. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate it. Blessings and welcome to the family. You hear what caused the gang feud? A missing gun. Night Meva, how you doing? A missing gun. Something enough you have in the first place, you know. And that's why so much people are dead, you know. And so much people are living in fear and misery, you know. A gun. A gun. An illegal item. There has been an intensification of the conflict in recent times between two main gangs in the space, the Sox gang and another which is known as the Brooklyn gang. We have information that these persons are hell-bent on creating problems within the space. And as such, we have embarked on a curfew which started on the 7th of January. And we have since asked that it be extended. In addition to that, we have also dedicated patrols within the area. We are in partnership with our JDF counterparts where we seek to do lots of targeted raids and other policing activities within the space. There are a number of persons there that we have been searching for. We have found some persons and we continue to look for others. So we will be there until the problem of crime within the area is brought under control, said Phipps. He said he was not aware of the list with names of targeted people, but encouraged residents to give the police any information they have regarding death threats. I know that there is information suggesting that persons who are connected to different sides have been at risk, so we are trying to do some target hardening around these persons. So I am asking that these persons, once they have information that there's any threat on their life or the life of anybody that they might be aware of, they should tell us so that we can treat with it instantly. You see, the funny thing about this is, and as I said, the people on 5th Street that are being killed by the gun. When these curfews are declared and these curfews end, how many guns are taken from these communities? When you leave the guns in these communities, what you think are going to happen to them gun there? Them just are going to disappear, them just are going to melt in oblivion. Back on the gun trail, murder trail, sort of crap. Jamaican American shot dead at home in St. Elizabeth. A resident of the United States and businessman of Burnt Savannah in St. Elizabeth was shot dead at his house on Sunday night. Siobhan Buchanan, 34 years old, was at home when explosions were heard about 11:20 p.m. It was discovered that Mr. Buchanan had been shot several times. He was pronounced dead at hospital. The incident has reportedly left the Burnt Savannah community shaken. And the resident says Mr. Buchanan, who was friendly to all, was slated to return to the United States on Tuesday. Peeps, on Sunday night when I streamed, I made specific reference to the fact that we have evolved into a society where the only way to resolve conflict is for violence to come into play. Either man get stabbed up, man get chopped up, man get licked in them head with stone, man place bun down, man get shot up. Nobody is willing anymore to have peaceful resolution when conflict arises. Because the reality is, human beings, there will always be conflicts. There will always be disagreements. There will always be differences in opinion that can escalate. It is the nature of humanity, I suppose. And the same thing when I say, conflict between some people end up in a people dead. Man a beat up them woman with gun. Man a draw gun after them friend where them used to play ball with. Man a kill man round us and man a chop up man round us. All because nobody is able now to suppress them ego and let good sense prevail. Them prefer get bail instead of letting good sense prevail. They prefer to apply for bail. I did not cover the story. I never feel for cover the story. The murder thing just... Like people may say about teach, it's work can't work. The reality is this, guys. I have been doing this from 2016. I have covered hundreds of murder stories. Hundreds. Some gruesome stories. After a while, it reached a point where enough is just enough. You understand? After I read the articles, it's when I wake in the morning, I check the online media outlets, see what go on in the country, check my Twitter feed, Zane, and I see what go on, and if there's anything I feel like I want to tackle, I take it on. 99% of the articles and the story them I'm not interested in, because it is bloodshed and people are dead. I'm tired of it. So I will prefer not upload for the week than to cover a murder thing most of the time, brother. You see me? When is this insatiable appetite for blood that we have, when will it be satisfied? Nobody is willing to back down. Nobody is willing to say, okay, nobody. And Mark, I would have been in situations in the past where my ego probably would have gotten the best of me too, See? It's human nature, but I am so thankful that in none of those instances I would have allowed myself to be caught up or gotten drawn into certain things. You understand? Like any other man. Zane? But the older you become, you realize that certain things even make no sense, brother. Because the man them a kill you now for nothing that. Brother, right now, you step on a man's shoe, a man step on your shoes, you apologize to him, Rasta. Tell him say you're sorry for put your foot in the way for him step on your shoes. Brush off him and keep for your dirty. And that's how the thing reach, brother. Every man a killer, every man a bad man. No man not take no talk. Every man head hot. Every man a hot skull. The boy diss me. The boy style me. So him for dead. Yo, them thing are depressing beyond belief, man. Beyond belief. There have been so many murder stories over the weekend, and I did not do a video about a murder, Rasta. I'm tired of it. I'm telling you already, my past the stage where I just get up every day and just blood up my channel. No, Rasta. It's not a bloodbath me a bill. Me a try build something where me provide some content, Rasta. Like you turn on some man when you hear some murder committing. You see some video with some title, we have be a symbol in there. Be at an equal and plus and minus. You can't even read the title of the video because how much symbol in there because they might try to monetize the video. Many times I do them video, I turn off the monetization because it's not about making money off a man misery. It's just to provide some information, Rasta. So me not even bother with it with YouTube. I say, yo, me I go appeal monetization for my video. Me just turn it off and they get. I say, well, me can run my thing different still because, it's a business establishment to run and we have good customers. You understand? Party shop, some people out there run. They don't know how I go. I mean, peeps. And you see me kind of stretch out because me not even want, right now, me not even want to deal with the story. God no. I'll see me there go around. More time I do for bother look on them story, Rasta. When you see me do a video about a murder, I just me look on it and I say, alright, my subscribers them probably want some information about that situation. From teach them. Because the reality is that even though a million other man do it, some people now watch it if I not teach. You see it? Yeah, man. You know what I think? Alright, let me stop delay and I want to deal with it. The little Empress on screen. Beautiful little angel Rasta. She would have lost her life because of cowardice. I mean, him out there so with him mother, like him just wake up. You understand? I don't know why I'm not sleeping. I don't know why I'm look for or lay awake. You understand? But be here out in the living room with him mother. You see me? Man charged with murder and other offenses in shooting a 4-year-old girl. 4-year. No, imagine. A man has been slapped with multiple charges, including murder, in connection with the incident that claimed the life of 4-year-old Chloe Brown, I think that is the pronunciation, and injured her father at their home in Freeman's Hall, Trelawney, on Monday. Charge is 36-year-old Kevin. Wanna guess Kevin's surname? Wanna just guess Kevin's surname? Otherwise called Bughead. Charged is 36-year-old Kevin Williams, otherwise called Bughead, a chef of Freeman's Hall and Red Hills Road in St. Andrew. Reports from the police are that about 12:40 p.m., Williams, armed with a firearm, gained entry to the house through the roof, and a struggle ensued between him and the child's father. Williams allegedly fired several shots, hitting the father in the leg and the child, who was asleep on the bed, in her abdomen. Chloe and her father were taken to hospital, where she was pronounced dead and her father admitted in stable condition. Williams, who the police said went into hiding, was later found by residents and handed over to the authorities. There is a video circulating on social media. He received a beating. Okay, the police them reached just in time. He was subsequently charged with murder, wounding with intent, burglary, and illegal possession of firearm. I think a female has also been arrested detained in relation to the incident. Reports are that a little birthday party was going on, and there was a dispute between the child's father and Bughead, and Bughead must have left and come back. Something like that. Bughead. See, as me say, I not even know the details of the because when I read the first article, I just finish with it. No, a man named Bughead. A child has lost her life because of another Jamaican being stupid, egotistical, and downright, never mind. 4-year-old child in her bed asleep, and this man left, find him way, go kill the little girl. Mark, he may not have intentionally shot the child, I don't know. But if your ego never lead you, if you got tear off the man roof and go into the man house, the child would be alive, brother. Innocent, sweet little princess. No. I bet you every single penny me having in my name. So anyway, Bugged there right now, he might regret what him do. He might regret the whole incident. All Bugged did need to do is stand in bug yard. But then we expect a man who answer to the name Bugged. And I don't know the genesis of the dispute or conflict. Zine, but you go in a the man house, go kill the man. Pitney, brother. I know out the road, you know, is in a the man house, you go kill him. Pitney. Outstanding file delays. Quada case. Dancehall DJ Quada had his case rescheduled to the 4th of March when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court in halfway 3 earlier in the week. According to the artist's attorney, Bianca Samuels, the hearing was stalled as the prosecution is yet to produce a final statement. We were told the investigating officer is on leave and the liaison officer is ill, so neither of them could get the document, Samuels said. The judge made a note that March 4th is the final date for the disclosure of that document, she continued. Samuel said this was a 7th court appearance for her client and he is eager to prove his innocence. 7th time a man got court and all know the case can't start. Then you have, and whether innocent or guilty. You say you got court 7th time, brother, and the case can't start. That can't make no sense neither. That is injustice on everybody involved, Rasta. Say if you can't put a case together, boom. Seven times. We see Ninja Man got a case got court about 300 times before film case start. How much time the youth forgot court before the trial start, before the prosecution disclose? Them things they are slackness, brother. It don't matter how you look on it. Justice delayed is justice denied. Yeah, justice delayed is justice. That's something there. And me I say, and me not talk about Quada. This has nothing to do with Quada for me. This is about justice. This is about the justice system. This is about the inefficiency of the justice system. How can you have a court date, a case, call up 7 times and the prosecution not ready? That can't make no sense, brother. Because you know what? I could have me or you involved in a situation. I could have me or you have to go to court 7 times and a case still can't go forward. Then that no make no sense. What are we paying for as taxpayers in this country? Party shop business, that Rasta. Eh? Sir. Samuel said this was a 7th-court appearance for her client and he is eager to prove his innocence. Unfortunately, this is not abnormal in terms of the delay in the court system, but no client is aware of that and no client really cares. They just want to have their case resolved, she said. My client is exhausted, and understandably so. He is irritated, he is frustrated, and he has been on the past 6 occasions. He is anxious to prove his innocence, and that process is being delayed further and further, she continued. Quada, given name Shaquille Clark, was arrested and charged for murder and arson on the 15th of January. I think that was last year. He was granted bail in the sum of $500,000 on the 17th. He is charged with the murder of Miguel Williams, 30 years old, in Sterling Castle Heights, St. Andrew, which I think Quada was charged January 2020 and the incident took place on the 17th of April. Now, according to the police, an angry mob forced its way into Williams' house, beat him, placed tires around his body, and lit him inside the building. He was burnt beyond recognition. So Williams' murder is believed to be in relation to the murder of 80-year-old Shante Skyes, a student of Red Hills Primary. Now, Skyes had gone missing in April of 2019, days after her body was found. Days after her body was found in Sterling Castle. The DJ is the second person to be charged in connection with Williams' killing. So in December of 2019, 30-year-old Andrew Breakcliffe, otherwise called Grinch, of a Sterling Castle Heights address, was also charged with murder and arson. Now, Quada is originally from Bull Bay, where side. You understand? And thing. Whatever the outcome of the case will be, the case needs to go to get going. You can't have a man who go to court 7 times and on the 7th occasion the case can't progress. That can't make no sense. You understand? In the pursuit of justice, that cannot make any sense, Rasta. Come on, man. That is heights of madness, among other things. No, DeAndre, that is always the $64,000 question. You understand? Yeah, man. Reading the article, that play up on my mind, but, yeah. Tommy Lee remanded in custody. Dancehall artist Tommy Lee Sparta, given name Leroy Russell, will return to court on the 3rd of February to answer to illegal gun and ammunition possession charges. So the DJ's case was heard on Wednesday in the Gun Court Division of the Home Circuit Court, but he was remanded into custody. It was not immediately clear if his lawyers had attempted to secure bail for the artist. So the case was heard in camera, that is in private. Cases which are heard in camera most times take place in the private chambers of a judge, with the press and public excluded. The DJ, who has had several run-ins with the law, is being represented by Donahue Martin and the Queen's Counsel Tom Tavares Finson. So Tommy Lee, as I said, whose real name is Leroy Russell, was arrested on the 14th of December by members of the Jamaica Specialized Operations Unit after a Toyota Mark X motor vehicle in which he was traveling was intercepted on Alban Road in St. Andrew and searched, and a firearm was allegedly found in his waistband. The firearm, a 9mm pistol, also contained an extended magazine with 18 rounds of ammunition. It's a celebration every time we link up, dog. So that's the situation for Tommy Lee. He has been remanded. He goes back to court on the 3rd of February. Quada goes back to court on the 3rd of March. So, yeah. Don't make nobody stop you. Murder trial involving Mavado Son gets underway. So the defense team of Dante Brooks, the teenage son of dancehall DJ Mavado, says a verdict may not be handed down until the end of the month. Now, speaking to reporters, Brooks' attorney Peter Champagny QC said the trial, which got underway on Monday, could continue for several more days. The prosecution is still presenting its case, and the main witnesses are still being cross-examined. I can't say for sure how long the trial will run, but I am expecting it to continue for at least 2 weeks. There are quite a number of witnesses to be questioned, and so it is still early days yet for a verdict, Champagny said. The seasoned lawyer said while this remains a difficult period for Brooks and his co-accused, Andre Hines, they maintain their innocence. They are focused on the trial and what is being said. They are listening to the evidence and taking things one day at a time. It is hard to say how they are feeling because they are not participating, not speaking, he said. Champagny also said that he is not prepared to say whether or not he believes his client will beat the charges, but said he would do everything in his power to present the strongest case possible. All that I will say is that we have clear instructions from him that he is innocent, and we are certainly going to be challenging the prosecution's case as it goes along, Champagny said. Last November, it was revealed that Brooks' defense team opted to have the trial heard only by a judge, which is a bench trial, as opposed to a judge and jury trial. At the time, Champagny said that the decision was arrived at having taken into consideration a number of factors. Now, Brooks, 18 years old, will be tried as an adult. He has been in detention since 2018 when he was charged jointly with Hines for the June 5, 2018 murder of Lorenzo Thomas, otherwise called Israel, or Truloops in Cassava P, St. Andrew. The charges laid against him include conspiracy to murder, arson, shooting with intent and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Brooks has been in a juvenile detention facility in Kingston, having had multiple bail applications denied. So that is the latest information on Brooks' case. He's now 18 years old and is being tried as an adult. When he was arrested, he was still a minor, so he was held in a juvenile detention facility. I suppose the dynamics of that would have changed after he became 18. We'll see how that go. In relation to situations in Cassava Peace, not long after that incident, the police would have also issued a request for his father, Mavado, to report, as he was a person of interest in relation to activities in the Cassava Peace area in that general time frame. Mavado would have left the island before being listed as a person of interest, and by all accounts, he has not returned. I think he's also a United States citizen. So, yeah, that is that. I will continue to track the development and see how the case unravels. And whenever there is something to report, I'll do so. Yeah? Yeah, man. Champagny at work. Let's see. Peeps, one of the biggest discussion in the tech world in recent days is the situation surrounding social media platform, communications platform, WhatsApp, a platform that I use a lot, especially in these times, as a teacher, I have a million different groups on my personal phone. Department group, academic group, senior teachers group, grade 9 class group, grade 10 class group, grade 11 class group, a million group. Plus, I use WhatsApp to communicate with a lot of my viewers and subscribers as well. I also have a WhatsApp group for the channel. You understand? It's not a big group of just, people who really and truly, you know what I mean, want to engage with each other on a daily basis, are part of that group. We have seen where there has been the rollout of a new update in privacy policy by WhatsApp, which is owned and operated by Facebook. And we know the history of Facebook as it relates to privacy, which with Facebook you don't have no privacy. And as such, many people around the world have decided to stop using WhatsApp and move to other platforms. Telegram is the one that is being bandied about, but there's also Signal. I have been experimenting with Signal. A Signal name or a Signal? Signal, both Signal. Signal recently. I have not done any work with Telegram as yet, but there are reports that over 25 million people have downloaded Telegram in recent days. What WhatsApp has done, they have delayed their privacy changes. I saw them with a tweet yesterday say, "Hold on, people, don't go." Yeah, son, this is XYZ. The reality is that WhatsApp has been sharing your data with Facebook from 2016. May I say that again? Many people are oblivious to that. Now, man, I know that Telegram has been around. What I'm saying is that I have not tried to use it as yet. But no, Telegram has been around. I know Signal has been around as well. As a matter of fact, the founder of Signal is the original founder of WhatsApp. He sold WhatsApp and was a part of the whole team, but he left, citing issues with how Facebook operate, and he went and created Signal. Signal, I think. Yeah. So yeah, man, I know that Telegram is not a new thing per se, man. Zane, but people are now moving over and thing. Some people are still okay with WhatsApp. Because I said, WhatsApp has been sharing your information with Facebook for a while now. That is not new. Zane, and thing. However, based on the public backlash, Facebook has delayed their privacy changes, and I follow up these things a lot. I most time when I get to watch things on YouTube, it is tech related things. MKBHD, Unbox Therapy, which is my favorite YouTube channel. Also, Lou from Unbox Therapy now also runs the Lou Later podcast and later clips. Linus Tech Tips. Me pay attention to what I go on in the tech space. You understand what I say? So, yeah. WhatsApp has extended the deadline by which its 2 billion users must either accept its update terms and conditions or stop using the service. The BBC is reporting that the cutoff date has been moved to May 15th instead of the original February 8th date. It has been reported that the firm was criticized for sending the notification which seemed to suggest changes to the data it would share with its parent company, Facebook. The company reportedly then said there had been confusion about its message. There was no confusion. Facebook knew exactly what they're doing. Yeah? Since the announcement and notifications went out across its platform, millions of people around the world have downloaded alternative encrypted messaging apps such as Signal and Telegram. In a blog post, WhatsApp said personal messages had always been encrypted and would remain private. It added that its practices of sharing some user data with Facebook was not new, as I told you before. This has been going on from at least 2016. You understand? So it's just that they must say, you have to give consent or you leave. You understand? Good night, Auntie. It's good to see you. Which are there? Yeah. It added that its practices of sharing some user data with Facebook was not new and was not going to be expanded. So the update includes new options people will have to message a business on WhatsApp and provides further transparency about how we collect and use data, it said. Yo, a long time Facebook a collect on the data still. See it? And I not tell nobody if you go sign with them live to Facebook. You know, I just say, we just put it out there. Farmwell, where I deal with you and thing. So many people are jumping ship. I will continue to use WhatsApp for the time being until at least May 15 when them say and see. As I said, I am in the interim using, I know many people have run to Telegram, but I think that out of Telegram and Signal, based on the research that I would have done, even though I've not used Telegram, but based on people who I trust their opinions and expertise, I think Signal is probably the safer bet and thing, but make we see. But I'll experiment with Telegram as well and see. So, you know what I think go. Yeah man, take it or leave it. Facebook say. Many people are leave it. You understand? So they were out doing some damage control yesterday on Twitter. It's funny that Facebook went to Twitter to do damage control instead of using Facebook. You see how that work? Kind of funny. So people have to be careful. I mean, look, it's simple. You and somebody have a conversation on WhatsApp. See? And you say, right now, you know, I want a particular cut wallaby for wear go somewhere next week. And by the time you come out of the message and go in your browser, you see some wallaby start pop up in some side window. And when you go up on Amazon, a wallaby, them are present you. When you go up on Facebook, in one corner over there, so you see some wallaby. When you go up on YouTube, you see some wallaby advertisement. Because everybody has sell your data. That is it. You understand? Clockwork. These things have been going on a long time now. Some people just don't pay attention to it. You understand something I say? So, these company gather information on you and they sell it to companies. See? I saw you go, a money making thing. But as I say, WhatsApp has been sharing your information with Facebook for at least 4 or 5 years now. Not new, none of that. See? And thing. Right now, for my Facebook page, I believe you use that. The only reason I'm on Facebook is when I upload my video them, I share some link on them, and I did plan say I got do simulcast streaming when I stream on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I used to do it, but I kind of suck. My computer now to manage them things either. My computer walk with stick, you know. Knee hurt it. So just, but I wait for an Apple to do them 16-inch M1 or M1X chip or whatever the name, M2 or whatever. So we are waiting for that. See, I'm not going to rush it or anything. So data is a lot, is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. So it will not stop. You understand? And then I'm going to find other ways. Look, anything you think you need and you discuss with somebody, when you go on Amazon, I recommend to you. When you go on any website, you see it over there. So then all them know so me they want the issues. Then after me and tell nobody, Jeff Bezos, after me and tell us me want about it, then it's what you mean? You know what kind of about me like, then what you mean? Then you live where me live? And then things are going on, how did even do? You understand? But remember a Facebook one Instagram thing, you know, carry. So the whole of them place there. You understand? The people that want to live them best life by Instagram. Facebook know everything about it already, man. That's why them post certain things. You want to get certain type of ads on Instagram feed and them something there. Cause then it's just a docile thing go. You understand? As me said, the ad industry. Not the ad industry, the information selling industry is a massive thing. Massive. Trillions of dollars. You understand? So Facebook now go stop. And see how far them say is either you say you're good with it or you have to leave. You understand? That is it, you know. So you were given no option. So the outcry and so many people downloading Signal and Telegram kind of shake them a little because them feel like, say, through them have so many users, them can lose 125 million, 50 million and them good. No, millions of dollars that. So it's all come back down to the bottom line. You understand? So as I said, I track these things. I don't really talk about them things in our forum because we kind of treat with Jamaica. But yeah, man, when I get for watch YouTube, I take channel them, I think them, man. You understand? I'm kind of in that look. As a matter of fact, when I was thinking about YouTube first, I always said that I wanted a tech channel. But then, I said, then, how me get money from buy all them sitting here for review and then sitting about here. You understand? You know, if you send one brief come to Jamaica, it's the one suit of clothes you have to pay for sending one brief. Then now me go get some phone and some computer for review and then sitting there. So me just meds it and me and say, hey, then if briefs so expensive, that don't make no sense. You understand? And me I say, but me always discuss sports and politics and entertainment. You understand? And then some people did up on the YouTube thing, very subjective. And you have some people I say them are this here and them are that there. And we say we are going to bring some balance to the thing. And we're going to teach them. That's how the thing come about. Long story short. Yeah, so we can teach them. Yeah, so I was always in the tech thing and I always wanted that. But at DS Electronics Unlimited, I run the tech thing now. I got to subscribe to him channel. And them man, they deal with the tech thing. Them man, they fix any... I just bad mind alone, them man, they can't fix. I know I'm work on it. Seeing? And J Casting, and them man, they teach people how to make money. So if you want to learn to make some money, you understand, Forex trading and sort of other trading, them man, they're rich. You understand? Them teach people to be rich, so you can link him. You understand? Alley Cat Eyes to teach people about sex and them things. So other things too and them something. So them people in our family, we have YouTube channel. Mr. Education, then them man they do everything. Them man they are singer, them man they are actor, them man they in every commercial on TV. Them man they do go subscribe to the whole of them channel. Therefore. You understand? Family settings, them people there. Yeah, work them a work. You see me? Yeah, man. Them not have to pay for no commercial. It's free. Peeps, big up on yourself. Alexa, no man, my Alexa right now, me have one tape over the camera there, so, and it might turn off. Alexa right now, no, it might not turn off, because if me talk to her now, she will respond. But she good. But the one that me have on my decks, you have camera upon it. A lot me she blind. You understand? Yeah, man. One big old trim tape. See, big old screen there over the camera. Then you can't trick me in a Babylon. You understand? Next thing, all my big belly show up on the internet. Teach them walking around naked in his house. I think me a fool boy, yeah. You understand? And my belly in a good shape right now. It can't work. Peeps, big up on yourself here, sir. See, Alley Cat Eyes. And it's H-A-L-L. Alley Cat Eyes. See? She know. She did something about the place, yeah. I don't know where she did. Yeah, sir. Yeah. Peeps, big up on yourself. You know what thing go. I'm going to spend some time with Mr. Williams. You hear me in there? I want to fight his mother. Like, I don't think so. He calm and all still. But, I watch a look at TV with him and, you know what I mean? So his mother can get some rest on them things. So, peeps, big up on yourself, yeah, sir. Soon again, Sunday. You see me? Big up to the people that did not the premiere the other day. Yeah, man. See, Alley Cat, she there right here, so man. See her there? Yeah, man. She is a sex expert. You understand? The very nice young lady, like. It youths them when I go like a channel there. You understand? Very easy on the eyes, like. Then me go look on some things, and yeah. Being a man who then say, yeah. Peace. Big up on yourself, as Mr. We appreciate the continued support. Premiere again Tuesday. For the next 2 interviews, them, I don't know, artists where people expect. Zine, I don't know, biggest name either. It's just some artists where we don't need to know them story too. And thing, as I said, I haven't worked interview-wise since early December. So we kind of going to start again soon. You know what thing go. Yeah, man, episode 300 Sunday. We say make it a fun day. You understand? We don't know. I don't know. And thing. See what go on about ya. So Sunday we talk about some next thing. We have some things to talk about. We're gonna beat up the government, look with them. So you know we don't run for thumb people in the air, you know. But we just gonna bother with them topic there tonight. I just, you understand? I just don't want to get rid of them one year and something. I appreciate the continued support, guys. Be careful. Soon on Sunday, 8 o'clock. I'm trying to push up the stream half an hour earlier than the 8:30 times. So Sunday gone, it was 8 o'clock. Tonight it was 8 o'clock. So me I try half of it. You understand? Because 8:30, everybody asleep, like. You see me? Call in Sunday. That not sound bad. I'm see what Scotty up to now. And thing. That not sound bad at all still. That can work, Rosie. What we going to talk about? I don't know. We see. But there's always something to talk about. We probably can do a call-in stream Sunday for Tuesday. I see what Scotty up to. Yeah, peeps. So I saw on Sunday, Rosie say call-in stream. You know, Rosie them and them call the shots them and we fire them. You know what I think? I feel them channel life. You see me? When me I go interview Gully Bop. Peace, big up for yourself. What good? Me soon one of them types. So there. Gully Bop good man. Yeah, son. Marlon Brandy say a graduation. Don't can't graduation. I'm not done school yet, so they know so you get that from. And thing. Tommy blessings. DNJ, big up yourself for the youth. Marlon Brandish, Matthew Parchment. Yes, big up yourself in a brosi. Go and hold it, you know. And we're talking a light, you know what thing go. Peter May, you understand? Kanaika, Zane, Real Soldier. Man, as I respect, you know. Garfield Leslie. Cosmo, big up yourself, you know. Zane, Archibald Ellis, Aya Jamaica. Big up to all of the people that were kind of, you know what I mean, brought their views to the thing tonight. Ronald Caldwell and IART, them people that did dip on fire, you know, make some very good points and things. We give thanks. Big up to the people them where they are day in, day out to keep a thing on the level. All of the moderators, them, you know what thing go. That laugh teach, really. No, sometimes I just take kin teeth, cover things, you know. You understand? Yeah, man, the less you say is the less you say. Empress Jen, blessings in a Miss Mac. Hope all is well in a Kerry J. Kerry, big up yourself, you know. You know what thing go, you know. Frenzy, manners. Seeing? Blessings every time. 007, broski, big up yourself, you know. You understand? We appreciate the service to the nation, sir. Manners every time. Dante Dan. Ali Cat, big up yourself, you know, Empress. You know what thing go. Dre Caston look like him cut out. You understand? As I said, this the only thing them man they can't fix right now a bad man. They might try program it still, but that, you understand, it's rough. But them fix TV things. Anything we plug in fix. You understand? Good as fix some ties where ladies them have. You understand? I don't know still, I have to ask it. I know him business big, so I'm good at cover them things. John Paul, private figure. Man, as I respect it, Empress Joan Gray. I must say Joan Gray. Empress Joan, big up yourself, yeah. Before me get myself in that trouble about here. Private figure. Man, as I respect every time, you know. You know what I think. People just try to big up some people before me cut out. We life. Big up yourself, you know. I did see the message earlier, you know. But we never remember for talk about. Appreciate the words of encouragement and guidance. You know what I mean? Blessings every time. You see me? Yeah, man. Empress win some age. Big up yourself, you know. Yeah, man. So ladies, if it ties them put on and them now really work for a while, you want to link up this. Them man, they fix things. You understand? Marlon Hines. Teach them. The big back TV them. Nah, man. Them man, they not fixing TV them, man. Then TV, they take too much time and effort. Then TV, they even show. You know how much current in TV they draw? You have them a TV there right now, JP is happy. The TV, them have a slim and cheap like them a guard gym. But you know, he's carry a big back TV. You understand? First thing, flip up on the TV, they're good as all mash up the man back on this. They go on with them a TV there, man. You understand? And then TV there a lot. Nix! Big up yourself, you know. You understand? Empress Cookie, manners. You understand? Yeah. Samba Reds, big up yourself, you know. Seeing Famwell, forward early, and manners. Peeps, enjoy your weekend. You understand? Don't overdo anything. Moderation over botheration. You see me I say? Yeah, man. You know what thing go a long time, I'm not telling you, you know. Try to have something nice to drink, but if you have a drink, don't drive. If you have a drive, don't drink. For the people that go road, Lord, the whole heap of jewelries and bangles and fandangles that you work for, your money by it, but people will take your life in the process. You understand what I mean? I say the phones them, use them only when you need them. Keep them in your pocket and in your bag. Walk with the cash where you need. You understand what I say? No, brother. You understand? If you have to take public transportation, know the do's and the don'ts, state the license plate number. Describe the car, describe the driver. Tell people you're there, tell people where you go. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. Above all, trust absolutely no one. For the people them who every move they make it in their social media status, on WhatsApp, on Facebook story, on Instagram story, no way I do. You understand?
I don't know that one.
See people business and leave it alone. Alexa. Yeah, what I say now, people? Your private life, you have to know what you do. People out there prune. You understand? The man them no need for no say, ladies, you just be there in your house naked on your bed. And you alone there home. You borrow then just come. You just go a bank. You understand what I say? You just go a Western Union. Nobody even need for know that. You understand what I say? All of the people them when you live them private life out in the public, you need to stop that something there. You understand? The name private. You don't know what that mean. You see me there, pan? Yeah, man. For the people them where see people on Instagram, so them live them best life. You understand? You don't get caught up in the eye. See? Yeah, man. Instagram, social media is just a highlight reel. Not for them people there, your life better than for them. So you need to live your life the best way you can. You need to learn for all your own and think till you can own your own. Don't sell out. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Peeps, big up on yourself. Walk good. Step with Jah. Safe travel upon the gravel. You know the thing go. I'm out.
Thank you for tuning in. Like the stream before you go. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Remember to share the stream with your family and friends and browse the channel for more amazing content. Until next time, walk good, my friends.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.